good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well this morning. Yes, y'all, it's bright and early, 9:46 a.m. where I'm at. Trudy is up early. Had an 8 o'clock appointment for a physical. When I left out of my house, 7:30, it was about 85 degrees. Now it's about 96 degrees. Yes, it is very hot, y'all, this morning. And it's going to be hot like this for a couple of days. So I hope you have air conditioner or fans. Everybody don't like air. You got to have some type of air circulating somewhere in your home. And stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. If you're outside and you have to be out there, stay hydrated, everybody. Take care of yourself out there. We don't need no heat strokes and none of that stuff. Because the heat don't discriminate. So, yeah. Well, I want to talk about something. I want to talk about respect, everybody. And a lot of people can be disrespected. And the people are disrespecting them. They can be doing it on purpose or just don't have any manners. You don't know how people was raised. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how they grew up. You don't know how they was raised. But I feel like when you go into a business, doctor office, anywhere professionalism is supposed to be, I believe that you should be called by your last name. Let's say, for instance, we're going to go say Trudy Berry. And if I'm in a professional place and they call me, I believe they should be calling me Miss Berry, right? Trudy Berry is my last name. So call me Miss Berry, not Trudy. I'm supposed to be in a professional place here and you calling me Trudy? What happened to Miss Berry? And a lot of people do that, and I just think it's unprofessional because, like, if you in certain places, they train you, and if they are training you to call people by their first name in a professionalism way, that's not the right way to do it, I don't believe, because we don't know you. You're not my friend. You know what I'm saying? You're not my family. My children, they're friends. I feel like if you are definitely, as a young adult, you may be my kids' friends or whatever, but you are not going to call me Trudy. Now, you don't have to call me Miss Berry. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to call me Miss Trudy. It's going to be a miss somewhere in there. You ain't going to just walk up in my house and be like, hey, Trudy. And I'll be like, who the hell are you? You're like, like respect. When I grew up, my mom's friends was always Miss or Mister. Miss or Mister. If you was a friendly friend, like an auntie, then it's auntie. But it's Miss or Mister. I never, when I was young, ever called somebody that was grown. Even if you wasn't my mom's friend. If you're grown, you're my mom's age, around there, my aunts and all of them around that age, it's Miss, like I say, or Mister. Or if you're close like that, it's auntie. I raised my kids with respect, and I was raised with respect. And when even in the work field, I'm going to call you Miss Jane, or even if I don't call you Miss, let's say, for instance, Jane Cooper. If I'm at work and somebody named Jane Cooper, if I don't call you Miss Cooper, I'm going to call you Miss Jane. Okay? But I have worked with people who will call people by their first name. Hey, Carol, how you doing today, Carol? Carol, I'm like, well, what happened to even Miss Carol? I just never understood that. How you can work in a professionalism and call people by their first name without a suffix on there. Mr. or Mrs. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of that is going on. There's a lot of young people are doing it. But some young people do have respect. But some of them will just be like, hey, Trudy, or you can call your house and be like, excuse me, Trudy, like, and I don't want to be, and I had let that slide a little bit to certain people because I don't want to be like, because us, we might could say something and they take it the wrong way, that we complaining or we a problem. But they, can do what you want. You can call us whatever you want to call us. But if we complain about it, then we are a problem. And I don't want to be like that because I'm not a problem. I try to get along with everybody. But sometimes you have to let them know. And then once you let them know, and if they continue to do it, then I say, okay, you being smart now. Now you being an ass. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to. So I'm just saying, like, I just think, like, you got to respect people. You know what I'm saying? You have to give people respect, and you have to don't let people disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, especially if I feel like you are definitely somebody that can be my damn child, and you gonna walk around calling me, hey, Trudy, nah, that has to stop. It's like you give people a chance, let them slide a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have had let it go that little bit. I should have nugged it in the bud right then and there, but I did something about it. Now I'm going to see if the person continues to do it. Then if you continue to do it, then I know you was being smart all the time doing it. You was doing it for a reason, being smart, nasty. So, because, yeah, this world is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But, yeah, you got to put it into it. You really have to put your foot down. And I mean, like, especially when it's somebody that's young, and it's like, is that's what's going on? Is that how you talk to your parents, friends, and adults? That's what you do? No. I don't raise my kids that way, and I'm not gonna let their friends say that to me. So why am I letting you say that to me? You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I wasn't trying to like cause trouble. Because, sometimes you can say something, people try to cause trouble for you. Go back and complain. Oh, she's difficult, or she whatever. Well, I'm not difficult, but I'm going to tell you today. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to stop. And if I feel like you keep doing it after that, then there's going to be a problem. Then you might be telling them for real that I'm going to be difficult, because I might be difficult. But I feel like, because would you like it if I came in, I'd be like, hey, son, looking at me like, because you're not my son, right? So why am I calling you son, right? You're not even my son-in-law. But I'm saying, like, if I walked in the place and like, hey, son, because you're a guy and you somebody's son, but you're not my son, you wouldn't like that. I mean, that is street talk in New York City. But people, you can't just go around saying that to people, and because people will look at you. So the same thing, like if you come in and say, hey, Trudy, we're not friends. I'm not even your mama's friend. My name is Miss Trudy. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, things like that gotta stop. And I see a lot of it in this younger generation. I don't know how they were raised, but I raised my children to be respectful. My children are so respectful for, like, if I'm not dealing with a person, my kids will still talk to you, okay? Because they feel like, mom got this. She's grown. She know what she's doing. As long as nobody is putting no hands on her or whatever. People go through stuff. Friends go through stuff. Family go through stuff. We might stop speaking for a while, but that's okay, okay? I never tell my kids not to speak to somebody or not to talk to nobody because me and them are going through something. Now, if you go to speak to them or talk to them and then they don't want to deal with you, they don't want to talk to you, then no, stop talking to them. Don't speak to them again. You ain't gotta kiss their ass. I'm sorry, you're not kissing nobody's ass. Because I feel like children don't have nothing to do with it. If you got something going, whatever, I can handle this. Like I say, don't they putting their hands on me or whatever? That's something different. But just because me and a person is going through something, I would never tell my kids not to stop talking to them because I'm not talking to them. No, that's petty. I can be petty, but I would never do that. Now, if my children try to talk to you and you don't deal with them, you don't have to talk like, you know what I'm saying? And feed them popcorn. But, yeah, I wouldn't do that. Now, same here, if I go to speak to somebody, let's say if I wasn't talking to one of my girlfriends right now, we went through a little argument, and I seen their child, I will still speak to them. Now, if that child don't speak to me, then I'll be like, okay, like your damn mama, and I ain't gonna speak to them no more. I'm gonna leave it alone, you know? But I'm not like that. I would never do anything like that. And my kids are so respectful. They are so respectful. They would not go out here disrespecting people like that. But one thing about it, they ain't gonna let you hurt their mama neither. But they know their mom can handle her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't need my kids to go out here and argue with somebody or whatever. I ain't even gonna do it. For real, because I ain't gonna give you that much of my time or my damn energy. Okay? All they worried about, you try to put the hands on me. You try to put your hands, that's all they worried about. Okay? This don't mean nothing. Everybody can do this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can scream and holler and to the top of their lungs. What does it mean? You just screaming and hollering, raising your blood pressure up. That's all. So I'm not gonna give you my energy or my damn time. But I raise my kids with respect, and they're very respectful, and I love them for that. They can get on my damn nerves sometimes, but that's kids, and I still love them, and they love me. But ain't nobody perfect. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. But it's just that respect is due. Respect is due, honey. Don't let people disrespect you. Don't. Just have them make sure they call you your name. Miss Trudy, Miss Vanessa, Miss Shirley, Mr. Joe, Mr. Patrick. You know, that's not just, hey Patrick, hey Joe, how you know? Especially if you some young. If me personally, the age that I am, I'll still, if you probably in your 60s, close to 70s, you probably gonna hear me call you Miss or Mr. And you're not that much far older than me, but that's just how I am. That's just how I am. You know? I probably even called a couple of ma'ams to somebody that was younger than me. I just and I don't feel like I was trying to be. I just respect. Like I just catch myself in that mood. I could be at the store, at the cashier, and they pay, thank you, ma'am, or thanks, ma'am. It's not being smart. It's just about, that's just who I am. I'm just respectful. Now, some people might think ma'am is being disrespectful. I don't think you call me ma'am all day. I don't think that's disrespectful. I think you have some respect. Oh, it's called a ma'am. No, I know I'm getting up there in age, and even if I wasn't, I'm not gonna get up there and holler. Don't be calling me no ma'am. No. You got some respect somewhere from somebody you was raised right. You know what I'm saying? You was raised right. So all I'm just saying, that's like, you know, don't let nobody disrespect you. But this person right here, I don't know if I was giving, I don't know what I was doing. Probably because I had when you got a lot going on and you got other things you're doing, you hear it and you don't hear it. Sometimes you just let stuff go. But then you was like, okay, he been doing this for a minute here. Like, you know, like, and it's for me to stop it. You know, it's for me to stop it. And because I usually don't, you know, I don't know. Sometimes you're going through some things, you just let things slide because you're not really thinking about it. You hear it, you don't hear it. But yeah, this was today that I had to say something, you know, because I really feel like it's being on purpose for real. And then again, you never know. That's probably how you was raised. You never know what's going on in somebody's home and what they, you know, do with their children. But yeah. But hopefully, if it doesn't, then, you know, like I say, people are good to want to cause you a problem, you know. But I'm no problem, but I can be a problem. But yeah. But so y'all, this is Monday morning, and this is Trudy Love, and I am out of here. I'm about to go in here and try to find me something to eat. I ate no breakfast this morning, no nothing. Just drink some water. That's all I had. Water. And took my vitamins. But y'all stay blessed. Oh, sorry. Y'all stay blessed. Look at this, y'all. I see this. I see that. 2025. That's my baby. Graduation 2025. So y'all be safe. Y'all be cool out here. And this is Truly Love. And I am signing out. And y'all have a beautiful, marvelous Monday. Peace.